Hi Jim, it's a 2-0 win against Brechin City at Cappielow here today. Can I get your thoughts on the result and performance, please?
Well, I'm absolutely delighted with the result. It was always going to be a difficult game for us. Brechin were fighting for their lives. Obviously, they knew they'd be officially relegated today if we didn't win. So, they were giving everything. But thankfully, we just showed enough guile at the right times to get, the 3 points. And, two good goals. And to be fair, Graeme Smith, I think, had two or three very good saves. One in particular in the first half was outstanding. So we did create a good number of goal scoring opportunities, but we just had to get that first goal, and then once we get that first goal I felt we relaxed and controlled the game.
We were speaking before the game, I talked maybe patience being important. Was that important today? Getting to half time at 0-0 with Graeme Smith pulling off some saves and
I didn't, to be honest, I didn't think it was like being patient. I think we just had to make sure that we stayed focused, and concentration was vital, because obviously it just takes one lapse of concentration and gives them an incentive. But they had one really good chance from a set play in the first half, a corner. Paul McLean head over the bar, probably should have scored. If that goes in, it gives him a big lift. But thankfully they missed, and from our point of view, after that, you see, we dominated the game. We just needed the first goal, and the first goal I was delighted about. It was a real poacher's goal. It's not, we don't score too many of those type of goals really. So delighted for Baird to get his first goal, and then the second goal was a really good football move, really good play, and a great finish. And we're probably a bit unlucky not to score one or two after that as well. So, but overall, listen, I'm absolutely delighted with the win, the clean sheet, and the 3 points.
obviously you bring John in today and gets a double. What was the reason and the thinking behind bringing John? Was it specific because of the opposition today?
Yeah, no, well, they play three big, powerful centre backs, and I just felt the movement. We needed maybe a wee bit more natural striker and movement. Him and Gary Oliver, and putting Tiff out wide. Some parts of it were good. Second half in particular was better, although, as I said, we did create some good chances in the first half. I felt our overall play in the second half was better. We were slicker, we moved the ball quicker, and we never really conceded any opportunities. I think there were a kind of half chance from a corner, but in open play I thought defensively we were very good again today, just in terms of concentration. It's always difficult when the onus is on you to dominate the match and be on the front foot. People expect you to be on the front foot from the first second to the last, and it's rarely that simple. So I was delighted with the response of the players, and as I said, Derek Gaston today made his 200th appearance for the club as well, which is a terrific achievement, so we congratulate Derek. And for a goalkeeper to get a clean sheet is always bonus as well.
The opposite end of the spectrum was Gary Fraser made his first start today. Wonder what your thoughts were on Gary today.
Yeah, I mean, Gary, as I said, he's been plagued by injury at Partick Thistle for the last couple of years, and we're speaking to him, that's his first 90 minutes in 2 years. So, one, a testimony to the boy's desire and attitude and commitment, also his fitness, because, it's not easy to play when you've been out such a long time. But, I thought he was terrific today in the middle of the pitch and spraying passes about, and getting on the ball. With a couple of long range efforts, but not too far away. One or two of them tested the goalkeeper. So, no, listen, it was a good all round performance. It wasn't a classic performance. We're not going to try and disguise the fact that we could improve, and there's things to improve upon. But the most important thing was getting the 3 points, and absolutely delighted to manage to get that.
You obviously had a spell at Brechin as manager and you enjoyed it there. Was there any sympathy for Brechin today obviously being relegated?
Well, listen, you always have a degree, of sympathy. It was always difficult for them to come up, from the Division 1 to compete in a very difficult championship. But, maybe the fact that now that they're officially relegated might just relax them a little bit. Sometimes that happens in the last 5 or 6 games they have. But, they're a terrific club, as Ken Ferguson, outstanding chairman. I really enjoyed my time there, and I wish them well. I'm sure they'll regroup and try and go again next year. But listen, in this game it's not about sympathy. You've got your own job to do, and we had to make sure that we done our job today, and thankfully we managed to achieve that.
The wing moves up to third in the table. It's so tight at the moment. I think the other teams around you drew. I think it was Livingston, Queen of the South drew, and Dundee United, Dunfermline drew. So it's still tight, but a good day in terms of.
Yeah, but it's
moving
not a
up
surprise that they drew. I mean, as I said before, you look at every fixture. I tell you that every week, Jonathan. You look at any given fixture, you think that could be a draw, because teams are so evenly matched, and there's very little between them. But we're in a good position in terms of challenging for the the playoffs, and that's something that I think that shouldn't be underestimated. This is a real tough league, and if Dunfermline finished above us, or Queen of the South, or we finish above them, it's not a shock or a surprise. It's competitive, really competitive, but we are a competitive side, and we will compete right to the final whistle. So we look forward to the next game ahead of us now, which is Dundee United at Cappielow again next week. another tough challenge, but one I'm sure the players will look forward to.
Excellent, Jim. Thank you very much for your time and well done on the win today.
Thanks, Sean.